successfully. And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Washington defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. This is Saquon Barkley. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Saquon Barkley last year against Washington, he won many a fantasy league with his performance in Week 16. 189 yards rushing. That was the 3rd highest single game total in the NFL all of last season. Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
An early message that this secondary is going to be tested, because even though it fell incomplete, it almost felt like a warning shot to get things going.
Now Jones on 3rd down. Flush to his right. He'll have a first down past the 40. And finally brought down right at the midfield stripe. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play. A little glimpse of his athleticism there and what they're going to have to deal with. He can use his legs to dance around back behind the line of scrimmage and beyond the line of scrimmage.
And wouldn't you love to get a copy of their defensive scouting report going into the week? Because that's been stress the whole time. Keep him bottled up. Keep him in the pocket. But it's the first drive of the game and emotions are running high. Someone forgot that, trying to make a big play, and gave up a bigger one instead.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one good for 26 and a first down. And on this first drive, looks like they want to get that vertical passing game going early.
And they did, and what a warning shot they just fired. If you're not going to back up and play coverage deep, we're going to attack you all game long. And once you adjust to that and you start to back off, then that opens things up underneath. A really nice start for them. Great way to get the game going.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Throwing Jones. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Chase Young in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career. After that sack, 3rd and long, tough spot for Jones and the Giants. Operating from the gun, Jones. And Ingram's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Evan Ingram, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Giants take it right down and score on the opening drive. It's up, it's good, and the Giants have a 7-0 lead.
Giants 7, Washington 0. Set to kick off.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And this will make it into the end zone.
Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. And now the Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Throwing on 1st down is Allen. That'll be caught at Steven Sims. Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 41-yard line.
Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Got his target, Samuel. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 21. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd. First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. And looking for McLaurin, but this is intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. A touchdown, but hold on. There is a flag down on the field. We'll have to see what this is about. How big is that penalty? Wipe out the INT.
You'd hate to be the teammate that caused that penalty and wiped out the interception. You got to face that guy in the locker room. Not a lot of fun for you, and you hurt your squad.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd
On 2nd and 11 now. Allen, and that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Curtis Samuel, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And Washington now an extra point away from tying this thing up. Dustin Hopkins on now to add the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. These 2 teams all tied after 1.
to 7.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Returning it, John Ross. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Monte Nicholson picks it, and this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Open man here, Sims complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
2nd and 2 at the 20-yard line.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. A throw taken in by Sims. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
First down, Washington.
From the gun, it's Allen. And looking for McLaurin, but this is intercepted. Julian Love picks it, and he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Jones. He'll get this out to Barkley, complete.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Now a deep ball going to be caught here near midfield. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A gain of 32 that time. Off the play fake. Jones. Dancing to his left. And that'll be incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. They'll get only a couple down to the 44.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You may also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Jones to throw on 3rd down. Going deep downfield for Ross. He rifles one that's intercepted. Monte Nicholson picks it. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35. A 2nd straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
So after the INT, it's Allen. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And he will be out of bounds. A good yardage there, and he'll get a 2nd to catch his breath as it leads us right into the 2-minute warning. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington first down. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. Terry McLaurin with touchdown number 8 on the year. And Washington has taken the lead. And now the Washington offense going to stay out there and go for 2. They get this out left, and he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more.
Giants 7.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does, depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
Jones now. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. From the gun, Jones finds his tight end Ingram, and he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Here's Jones. From the gun, he'll throw. Gives this out to Saquon Barkley, and he's taken down inside the 30. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Now Jones on 1st and 10. And incomplete.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Throwing again. Jones. Open man is Ross, complete. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. Jones on 3rd down. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line.
It's 4th down.
And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1.
Well, the field goal attempt was well in hand. They had that, but they decided to go for it anyway. Extreme confidence, it looks like.
Yeah, but I bet the defense is going to remember this one, right? They kind of rubbed their nose in it.
Graham Gano set to kick off.
So Washington in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And the half will begin with a touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there. Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. Eluding the pressure right. And looking for McLaurin, but this is intercepted. Picked off at the 21. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind, and we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
And that's incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
He'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 11 yards there, first down. From the gun, Jones, and he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it's a second down.
Brings up 2nd and 4. the 42-yard line.
From the gun, Jones. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a third down situation.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. First down for the Giants as they pick up 12. A give to Barkley out of the gun. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Jonathan Allen on the tackle. A gain of 9.
They'll run it again with Barkley. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down. They'll go to Barkley again. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. That'll back them up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look...
And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. John Ross, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Giants are a 2-point conversion away from tying this football game. They're going to keep it on the ground. And he'll get into the end zone, and those 2 points are going to tie the game. Still time to work with on the clock, but they wanted the tie now, and they got it.
And I love their aggressiveness. Go ahead and get it done. Get the game tied. Now your team has the momentum, and you're staring across the field saying, let's see if you can match us.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Operating from the gun, Allen completes it to Samuel. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Give them 22 there on the 3rd down conversion. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. On 1st down, Allen flushed out right. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. That is now seven interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
9 at the 22-yard line.
To throw is Ross. Looking to throw on second down. And he'll get nothing out of that one. No yardage to speak of whatsoever. Leads to a third down. From the gun, Jones. He can run for it, and he will. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the fourth quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time, and that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game.
It seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
On 2nd and 11 now. Jones looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he goes out right around the 39. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. The Giants on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Now Jones. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. They go back to the ground now with Barkley. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Back to throw. Jones. And this will be incomplete. And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete.
Brings up 3rd down and 7.
The Giants on 3rd down. 6 conversions and 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. This is 3rd and 7. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. He'll get 15 and a Giants first down. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 35-yard line.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They've got a second down now as they search for a score to break this tie. Now this pass into the hands of Saquon Barkley. 4 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it third down.
It's a gain of 4. Makes it third and...
Off play action. Jones. That's going to be caught. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up the first and goal. So I guess at the very least, they got the tackle from keeping him out of the end zone.
Yeah, you're looking for that silver lining, aren't you? But guess what? Everything changes now after that big play. They've got a chance to strike.
Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Giants have broken our tie as they take the lead. And they will take a 7-point lead now.
Makes the score Giants 22, Washington 15. Graham Gano set to kick off.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
They have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
That is the exact right play call against that defense. So a hat tip to the offensive play caller because he won that part of the chess match. But give credit to his players as well. They won the execution part of it.
Got a man. It's Gibson complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and
now Allen.
The 25-yard line.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Sims. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
To throw is Allen. Escaping the pressure right. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball. Curtis Samuel, the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. To throw. This is caught and stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3.
Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout
as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. Firing quickly is Allen, that's complete. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. It'll go as a loss on the play, not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. A lot of tired bodies bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Back to throw. Allen. And this ball is caught. It's a touchdown. And now in the final seconds, they're a PAT away from likely getting this thing to overtime.
Yes, sir. That touchdown puts them in striking distance. And let me tell you something. Forget being conservative here. Go for it. Go for 2.
Well, going for it on the road. Want to win it right now.
Well, win it right now. Have the momentum. Go ahead and get it done.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we may very well be headed to overtime. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. A tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
As we said, they control their own destiny now. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and that's going to make it 3rd down and 10.
A gain of a yard brings up 3rd and 10.
Now a first throw here in overtime. Over the middle, he's got his tight end Ingram. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. First down Giants, Jones to Ingram. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Now it's 2nd and 9.
A quick throw now complete to Ross. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. A little dinking and dunking that they're doing. At some point, is it appropriate to maybe take a shot?
It is, if you feel good about it. But otherwise, you do what a coach told me a long time ago. Take what they give you, but make them tackle. In other words, get it to one of your guys in space. If he makes someone miss, that could turn into the big play you're looking for.
Jones now to throw on 3rd down. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete.
And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
A good start for him under center here in overtime. Now 3 of 3.
And this is where you have to know who you have playing quarterback. You've got a confident thrower right now, someone who's taking care of the ball, but not being timid as well, and is moving the team downfield. That opens up your playbook and allows you to dial up some big shots if you want them.
A
Now, before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. They'll be left with just one remaining here at OT. Now whistles here and a flag down. I think a Giant jumped early. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long. Throwing Jones. Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. A costly mistake here in OT.
And you know what they say, when you throw an interception like that in overtime, you don't usually get a chance to throw a second one. I mean, I'm not sure the analytics on it. Let's ask Marvin, our statistician, to ring that down for us. That's typically how coaches and teams feel about it. You throw one, you likely cost yourself the game.
He'll buy some time right. Taking a shot for 6. It's caught at the 10. And finally out of bounds all the way down at about the 2. A huge play there in overtime. 43 yards. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. They'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington.
Today's finals, Washington.
A partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters what you wanted. But how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.